The true age of the Great Pyramids of Giza is seriously disturbing. Some scientific analysis has determined that these pyramids could be much older than is generally thought, suggesting that Khufu simply claimed the massive structures that were already in place for himself. The evidence at Giza keeps stacking up. The Egyptians most likely did not build the pyramids, and they most definitely did not build the Sphinx at Giza because they have suffered severe water erosion. The water erosion evident is estimated by experienced geologists to have taken over 2,000 years of rain, thereby placing the Sphinx somewhere in the last tropical age of Egypt, or possibly further back than that. The 10 facts about the pyramids that could prove advanced ancient technology. The size and weight of materials. The pyramid's massive size alone creates a very persuasive argument that there was some unknown technology involved in their construction. The Great Pyramid, the largest of the three and the largest in the world, consists of 2.3 million stone blocks that weigh 2.5 to 15 tons each piece. According to archaeologists, they are quarried from a nearby source. At such a marvelous weight, how did the workers move these blocks? It's theorized that large groups of workers would have pushed these massive blocks over wooden ramps. This seems very unlikely, as there does not appear to have been any material, much less any type of wood, which could have withstood the weight of these massive stones. When you do the math for the time frame of the Great Pyramid's construction, it comes out to workers setting a block every 2.5 minutes. It seems pretty incredible, if not impossible. Number 9, the intricate tunnel systems. New discoveries are regularly made beneath the Giza pyramids. The tunnel systems found below them truly allude to the advanced civilization. Carved from limestone bedrock, these labyrinths protrude deep beneath the desert and have much left to be discovered. The passageways are always revealing new truths and hidden chambers unknown to man for thousands of years. A recent find by geologist Brian Forrester only strengthens the notion that ancient advanced technologies once existed long before our time. And while exploring deeper into the mazes beneath the pyramids, Forrester discovered 20 boxes cut with precision from Aswan granite. Each box weighs at 100 tons apiece. Experts believe these huge boxes were burial places for prized bulls. The only issue with this belief is that no bulls have ever been found in them. The function of the boxes remains a mystery, and some think they were perhaps used to store an ancient form of energy, and that makes them more sense than bull burials. Number 8 is the alignment with the North Pole. There are a lot of theories that circulate concerning the alignment of these pyramids, specifically the Great Pyramid. They all agree that they cannot conclusively say how the ancient Egyptians were able to construct the Great Pyramid with such an accuracy to the cardinal directions. The north-south axis is aligned to within 0.15 degrees of true north-south. The ancient Egyptians did not have the North Star like we do today as a guide to true north. One of the only ways for them to have constructed the pyramids with such accuracy would have been to use complex algorithms. These algorithms would have only worked close to the seasonal solstice times when the sun's alignment is more easily viewed. Further complicating the process, we must take into consideration atmospheric conditions, obstruction of viewpoint, etc. Historically, no records have been found of the process that the Egyptians used. The Great Pyramid, constructed thousands of years ago, is more accurate in alignment than our modern-built Meridian building in the Greenwich Observatory in London. 7. Mortar of unknown origin. Samples of the mortar used for the construction of the pyramids have been analyzed many times, and though the composition has been determined, our modern technology has yet been able to recreate this mortar. The mortar is mostly made of processed gypsum, and it was not used like the cement we use for our modern-day bricks. Ancient Egyptian mortar was used to support the joints of huge stones as they were placed. An estimated 500,000 tons of mortar were used during the construction of the Great Pyramid. Astoundingly, this gypsum mortar is stronger than the stones themselves and has remained in place for thousands of years. Number 6 is the mysterious shafts. There has been much speculation regarding the shafts inside of the Great Pyramid. Of the 3 pyramids in Giza, it's the only one to be built with them. The angles of these shafts seem to correspond with celestial bodies, and this would still beg the question, what unknown technologies were they using to get such precise alignments, and why go through all this trouble? Just like the pyramid's alignment with the poles, there are no records found within Egyptian culture that reveal how they were able to get these alignments. There are other theories that state these shafts were simply for ventilation, though most of them do not even break the surface of the pyramid to reach outside for the air. Number 5, 20-ton door. At one time, some pyramids had huge swivel doors. These massive doors were undetectable because they fit so perfectly into the opening within the pyramids. Such a swivel door was discovered when the Great Pyramid was first being explored. One could open the door from the inside with minimal force due to how perfectly balanced it was. We're talking about an estimated 20 tons being moved with ease by a single hand. How the Egyptians were able to cut and place these doors with such precision remains a mystery. How were they able to balance such enormous weight? Number 4 is the casting stones. The Great Pyramid was once covered in white polished limestone, referred to as casing stones. I said casting, sorry, it's casing. This would have made the pyramid shine like a gem in the middle of the desert. The stones reflected the light of the sun like a mirror. The cuts made in this reflective stone were angled perfectly, so when the Great Pyramid was covered in them, it had a smooth, flat appearance. A great number of these stones were cut from a quarry across the Nile River and then transported across the water. After crossing the river, the stones were placed with an exactness that is difficult to parallel. A large earthquake in 1303 AD caused many of the casing stones to loosen. They were then used to build mosques and fortresses. Today, all that remains is the inner core of the pyramid. What a sight the Great Pyramid must have been intact in its day. Number 3, Eight-sided Precision. At first glance, the Great Pyramid of Giza looks like a 4-sided pyramid, but from the air you can see that each side indents, making it an 8-sided structure. It's thought that perhaps these indentations are part of the design in order to keep the casing stones in place. Others have tried to claim that they are the results of erosion. Whatever the reason, the precision is amazing. The sides indent by 1 degree of a half degree. Even in today's world, that would be hard to facilitate. To deny the intent behind these indentations and credit the wind with their existence completely undermines the skill it took to make them. Number 2 is Khufu's coffin. It's said that Khufu had a great pyramid built, though one wonders. When his sarcophagus was found and analyzed, it raised many questions. It was massive, weighing in at an estimated 3.75 tons, and its dimensions make it too large to have been brought into the chamber. Therefore, it must have been placed while the pyramid was being constructed. The sarcophagus was made from a solid piece of granite, hollowed out from within. It also features holes that appear to have been made with some form of a drill. There is much to question concerning how such a primitive time could produce such things. The effort it would have taken to hollow out and penetrate this granite raises eyebrows as to how on earth it was accomplished. Can you imagine a wooden pickaxe being all you had to work with? Obviously, it was not wooden pickaxes that they had. Number 1, strange heat spots observed. In 2015, a thermal scan of the pyramids revealed that the Great Pyramid has 3 areas along the bottom that generate some kind of heat. Speculation as to what could be the cause for these stunning anomalies began quickly. Some say there are small passageways beneath these heat points which could lead to hidden chambers. Others believe that the heat is being generated by leftover ancient technology that has long been forgotten, or that we don't even know about. There is sure to be more investigation of this discovery, as more heat spots have also been found along the upper half of the Great Pyramid. Maybe the Great Pyramid of Giza is actually an ancient alien ship preparing for takeoff after thousands of years at rest, absorbing the sun's energies. The heat spots on the engines starting to activate. It's a possibility, right? Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Of course, the Giza pyramids are still an enigma. This is on Collective Spark. Thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.